any more than it has been already by inappropriate construction.
We bought this house about 3 years ago and have done some renovation. There's been a lot of renovation done before us. I think what we really enjoy about it is the uniqueness of an older structure, the architecture, the materials, the craftsmanship that's in them that you just don't find anywhere else. And I think the longevity and the permanence of a structure like this is really rewarding and comforting for us and for hopefully the people that come after us. And I would hate to have our structure become incompatible in this neighborhood as other newer structures are built.
Hi, my name is J.D. Bartel, and this is Chuck Stava. We've been working on this house for many years. We've done a lot of research on it, and because we love this house so much, we've been fighting to preserve it. And because the city doesn't protect our buildings very well, we've had to do multiple types of designations to ensure it lasts into the future. We have a City of Houston landmark designation, but that only protects it for 90 days from demolition. We have a National Register listing, but that doesn't protect it from demolition either. But we were, last year, the first privately owned designated protected landmark in the City of Houston. So finally we found a way to protect individual structures, and now we need to find a way to protect the whole district.
Neighborhoods are like people. They're like networks. They're like communities. They are networks. And they're living, breathing entities. And if they're not sustained, they die. And this neighborhood, I've been involved in for over 40 years. My dad had a business in the neighborhood for many years. And I bought this house 27 years ago. I own the house next door. And for me, it lives and breathes. It's a living entity. And I think it's important for human beings to keep those entities alive. I think that we actually get sustained by them, although everybody wouldn't recognize them. Because I think when they die, people they turn around and they say, oh, that fire went out. What happened? Didn't we tend it? And the thing about fire, or any living thing, is that once it's dead, it's gone. And so, if that isn't enough of a reason to sustain old neighborhoods, I don't know what is. In addition to just their beauty and their style, which some people appreciate, and the quality of workmanship. But I think that we become ruthless when we allow these entities, these living entities in our lives to die. Even the people who don't live here will suffer a loss because of that. Because there'll be a root. It's like a tree. That when the roots die, the tree ultimately dies. And sometimes you don't notice one root dies and another. And if enough roots collectively die, the tree dies. And once it's dead, it's gone.
Hi, we're Janine and Dan Cox. We bought this old house about 5 or 6 years ago. Built in the 1880s, I guess, something like that. We've been working on it ever since, and we're having a great time with it. This neighborhood is just like being in a little town in the middle of a big city. That's why we like being here. You can hear birds, you can hear chickens, you can hear trains, you can smell coffee from the coffee factory in the morning, and people walking up and down the street. It's just great to live in the.
Yeah, so we hope to drink our coffee on the porch one of these days.
Hi, we're Claude and Shelly Anella. We've been married 2 months, but we've been working on this house for on and off 4 years. And we've been working on all the details and everything from the pig on the roof to the stained glass doors to the flooring for the floors. But We love living here. We chose this neighborhood because it's so unique, and we hope to live here for a long time.
Yeah, we've really invested a lot of time, a lot of money, everything you do on the house, because it's unique, takes a lot of time. So we expect to live here for a long time. And our whole families really have participated in building the house. Every little detail, the countertops, and bathroom tile, everybody's participated in some way. So it's really special to us.
So that's it. Bye.
We bought our house 10 years ago. It was a tear down, and we restored ourselves, cash out of pocket, nights and weekends. It was a labor of love. It cost more, it took longer than we thought it would, but we love the neighborhood. Because
it's a unique, historic neighborhood and it's almost extinct. Please help save the old Sixth Ward.
I bought the building in 1972, put an office in it. I had many clients who were in old buildings that they hated, which was not because they didn't like the building, it was because the mechanical systems were old. And it seemed to me to be a good example to take an old building and redo the mechanical systems, and you would have a superior facility without having spent as much money as you might with a whole new building. And so I bought this as a building as an office and used it as an office for about 34 years. And then, on the suggestion of Virginia, we modified it again and made a living quarters upstairs with rental space downstairs. We enjoy it. We think it's a good way to go. And it has been a financial success for us. I like the idea of old buildings to preserve those that are particularly attractive, as I think this building is.
Rearing the children in a small area in southwest Houston, this particular environment for us has been really, really successful, and it's very difficult to watch it being destroyed because it doesn't have enough protection. The building, it just is such a lovely, lovely area.